Good evening. My name is Franny Knight, and I am a creative marketing on social media marketing platforms trainer, as well as a realtor who runs a very successful Facebook page called UrbanCoolKC Living. And if you just go to facebook.com/UrbanCoolKC Living, and you will see that over the last 3 years, I have created a following of 25,000 followers. And I'm very proud of that. And not only have I created 25,000 followers with successful posting and boosting, which is what we're going to talk about in this scope, and I've also tripled my income in the last 3 years. I started doing what I currently do in the end of 2012. And I got some help from another real estate agent out of New York City. She was posting some really great pictures of condos, and she had 20,000 followers. This was 3 years ago. I was just impressed so much how much she had done. I had been trying myself to do posting and just wasn't having much success. I was trying to niche myself as a real estate agent, as a green real estate agent, and again, just not much success with it. A little bit of success, a little bit of growth. I was hovering around 500 to 1,000, about that much, until I ran into this woman out of New York City. And so today in this training, I'm going to teach you how just spending $1 a day on Facebook marketing for your business can grow your business with really big success, and not just of followers, but also of engagement and people calling you. And 90% of my business now comes through Facebook, and it's just successful. And a lot of people in Kansas City will tell you that they've heard of UrbanCoolKC. They follow the page. They love what I post. As a matter of fact, if I don't post houses, it's kind of like crack to people in Kansas City. They really want to see our houses. So we've really established a good brand here in Kansas City. So I want to give you the 8 things to do, the 8 keys to building a very successful Facebook page, no matter what size of business you are. If you're a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, or a real estate agent, or just any kind of business, I really believe with these keys that you will be able to also build a successful business on Facebook. And I'm going to post up here at the end the 8 keys is a download, a infographic that you can download at http:// the number 8 keys to Facebook posting.instapage.com. 8 keys to Facebook posting.instapage.com. You can download what I'm talking about in this scope. Okay, so the $1 a day. So I'm just going to jump right to that. And what I'm talking about is boosting your post. So when you put up a post on your Facebook page, you'll get a little box at the bottom that says boost. If you click on that boost, you can boost for $1 for a day, and it will feed, depending on which box you check. I recommend, depending on how many followers you have now, I would experiment with this, but I would post boost to Facebook followers and your friends. Unless you just don't have any followers or very few followers, then you can do the second check mark, which is a target audience, and then you can actually pick a targeted audience that this will feed into their news feeds. And unlike in the early days of Facebook, when the ads that you paid for were on the right hand side, they are now actually in the feed that people look at as they're reading all their content. I know y'all have seen this. It's called sponsored ads when they see it. On our site, it's called Boost. So if you start boosting for $1 a day, one of your posts, and watch the numbers and watch the analytics and see what's working, what's not working, I'm going to tell you over time, through experimenting and watching these numbers, you are going to grow your Facebook page. No doubt. Now, you have to also post good stuff. You can't just post crap. You got to post really good stuff. And I'm going to talk about what's good stuff. What do you post that is good? So we'll come back to the posting or boosting for $1 a day. So the next key to building your business, $1 a day, is the number one thing that people love on Facebook is photos. Photos, photos, photos. Photos of really pretty things, big, beautiful things, great photos, not just photos. And depending on your business and your company and what you're trying to promote, what you'll post. And a lot of people have a little challenge of posting photos if they're if they don't have anything real interesting, like if your service or product, let's say plumbing, really, what do you post? All I'm telling you right now, the number one thing is whatever you post, find great photos. You don't have to purchase them. Really big, beautiful photos, professional photos. Going out and taking snapshots, and our smartphones have gotten really great. I know my Android is very good at taking photos, and I do a lot of those photos. But they're even better when they're actual professional photos. So at UrbanCoolKC, what we did was we actually take photos off of MLS of really great houses and great photos. Not every listing and agents, realtors actually post great photos. So we have to really look for those. And so that's what we post. That's how we've been successful, among other types of postings. But that's the main thing that we do is we post houses for sale. I take pictures of other houses around the city that aren't for sale, and I post those. They don't seem to get as much traction, as much engagement as the photos of the houses that are for sale. People want to think they can buy a house for sale, I believe. Okay, next thing that you want to post is just find interesting things that your tribe, your people, your target audience are interested in. The biggest mistake that people make when they're trying to build their business on Facebook, build their following, is they post too much about their own product, about themselves, about their family. You really got to find out what your people are interested in. And that's what this $1 a day does for you. It's not just, the $1 a day is not just to boost and to feed it out to people. It's also for analytics. You want to watch, once you boost a post, watch those numbers. And then if you're doing this every day, I guarantee if you were to do a $1 a day posting every day for the next year, you are going to find out what your audience really wants on Facebook. Instead of just randomly putting things up there, test it, find out what's working. And so the $1 boost is really going to help with that. So it's an experiment. Not many people know exactly what's going to work on Facebook because there's not been enough years on it. I've been doing it for 3 years. I can tell you exactly what works for UrbanCoolKC. And if you've just joined us, if you go to facebook.com/UrbanCoolKC Living, and you'll see what I'm talking about. We have 25,000 followers. We started boosting about 2 years ago, solid. 3 years ago is when we really started doing a lot of posting and testing and figuring out what was working. And so again, there's no real formula. There's a few things that I'm telling you in these 8 keys to posting. The third thing that you can post is curate other people's content. Go to other industry Facebook pages, to Twitter, find out what other people are talking about that is getting good traction, engagement, and reshare their post. That's what's great about social media. We're all sharing now when we used to be very copyright oriented. If you share it, it gives recognition back to whoever you are sharing it from. So that's really a great thing to do. Or repurpose your content. All right, number 4 is posting about community events, holding events where you're at, or discussing, posting about events where you're at. For example, Kansas City, the Royals won World Series last year. Yay, go Royals! Be Royal. And we were just thrilled as a city, and I can't tell you how much posting there was going on around the world. So you can't do all about community events. I mean, that was kind of a big one, so we could do it. But again, you got to go back to number one, which is whatever you post, post a photo or a video, but photos. Photos, photos, photos. Big, beautiful photos will grab people's attention. A lot of people will do memes or put the text into the photos. I don't think you have to do that. I think you can just post something that you want to talk about and a photo. Also, keep your lines, your text to 144 characters or less, like it would be on Twitter. Just because you have the ability to type more, don't do it. People don't want to read a lot of stuff. They want to look at a picture, read something quick, and go on, just like Twitter. Just follow the Twitter guideline. So again, if you've just joined me, we're talking about doing $1 a day boost on your Facebook page for marketing on a post. Not just to get that post out in front of people, but also to find out who your people are, who's following you, and what can you feed them that they want more of. And by doing the $1 post, you can actually go do analytics and watch who's engaging with you, how much reach it gets, how many likes you get, how many shares, how many comments. And if you do this every day for a year, I'm going to tell you, you're going to grow like we did. Our Facebook page to 25,000 followers and tripled our income in those 3 years. Another type of post you can do is ask a question. Those are kind of hit and miss for us. We will do a question. A lot of times we'll do like a semi-poll. I'm not saying go get a poll service, but we'll say, hey, which kitchen do you like better, A or B? And then they post A or B. It's just a way to get them more engaged. Again, we've been kind of hit and miss with that. I tell you, our number one thing that we get the most traction for, and we get a lot of traction, a lot of engagement, is posting houses that are for sale that are cool with really great photos. The next thing, you really, in order to grow your business on Facebook and doing Facebook marketing and posting, you have to do it every day. 1 to 3 posts a day. I recommend 3 posts a day in order to hit the morning people, the afternoon people, and then the night people. And the night people, 8 to 10 is when most people are on Facebook. And so if you don't have time during the day, or if you're a business, you think you might want to post during the day. If you're only going to post one time, post it 8 to 10. Okay, so you just asked me a question. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. How to generate an idea. And so I'm guessing the idea is like what to post. And so again, I talked about finding other industry, other Facebook pages in your industry. Go look what they're talking about and start sharing some of that information. That's what I did. I was posting all kinds of different stuff, and then there was a realtor out of New York City who was posting photos of listings, of multiple listings, not just hers. And that's how I learned. So I go in and look around and search. So I'm not sure if I answered your question. Hopefully I did. If not, ask it again. The other thing is that I want to tell you is to experiment. Experiment is the first scope I've done on training. Experiment. Be creative. You can't break anything. If you post something that was dumb or didn't quite work, who cares? Someone's going to look at it and just run right through. Not even going to give it a second thought. You'll give it way much more thought than they will. But again, the best thing to do to know whether people are liking it or not is to boost it. So if you think you got a really great post, a great idea, a great story, a great photos, boost it for $1 and see what happens. See if you get more reach, see if you get more likes, see if you get more engagement. And that's the best way to go. I think that there's so much that you could be posting, so many things that you could be posting. But until you really get to know your audience, who in your customer base who might be wanting to follow you, that you went out and reached to, maybe past customers, people you've run into, people you've tried to reach out to on Facebook, until you really experiment with to get that out there, you're just not going to know. You got to boost it and find out who's reacting to your post. If you just do it, I mean, the name of this scope is pay to play. I mean, and it's not a lot. I didn't have a lot. When I first started in real estate 3 years ago, to answer your question, I wasn't making it. Real estate is a very difficult industry to make it. And it takes several years, and most people have second incomes. And I didn't have money to market, honestly. So instead of going out and buying a cappuccino every day at Starbucks, like I love to do, and I was networking while I was there, so it wasn't a complete waste of my time, I bought a cheap Mr. Coffee espresso maker and made my own cappuccinos at home. And I spent that $3 and started boosting on Facebook. And I'm telling you, you'll get, just to caution you, if you can get $1 a day that you would spend on something else and do a boost on a post and watch those numbers, it can be addictive. I went from $1 a day, or $1 a post of a boost to $5 very quickly, because when I started seeing the results of what $1 did and the reach that my numbers went from 1 or 2 people seeing it to maybe 1 like to 39 reaches and 4 likes. And I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of change. I mean, 39 people. You know, I've been doing marketing and running businesses for a long time, and that was amazing to me to see how much $1 boost could actually actually do something to reach more people and to get more people engaged. And so I boosted at $5 one day, and oh my gosh. If you think $1 gets you a lot, $5 really gets you up there. Okay, so that's it. If you want to download my 8 keys, you can go to 8 keys to Facebook posting.instapage.com. And if you like this scope, I'm new to scoping, so I'm going to get my cobwebs out, come back. I'm going to be doing some more training. Share this scope with your people on Twitter. Let me know if you liked it. And I'm going to do this again. This was my first run at it. I think it's a really great topic, and I have a lot of really great information to share. So I appreciate everybody who showed up today, and anybody who's now looking on the replay. I can't wait for you to come join me again. And again, if you want to stay in touch with me and see when my trainings are coming up, I am Franny Trains Creative Marketing, and here are my Twitter, Periscope, email, Facebook. Again, I'm talking about the success I had at Facebook.com, UrbanCoolKC Living. We have 25,000 followers, triple income by doing $1 a day on a post and watching what happened. Thank you very much. Y'all have a great evening. Thank you.